Ring counter, Johnson counter can be used as shift registers. Whereas you can use generic shift registers as well,
Okay. So
where you need to write shift and accept.
Okay. Explain the term setup time and hold time in flip-flop.
Yeah, setup time is the time required before the occurrence of the sampling clock edge, whereas hold time is the time required after the occurrence of the sampling clock edge.
Okay. So what is propagation delay in digital circuits?
Propagation delay. Propagation delay is the delay where when you give the input and the time taken by the circuit to give you the provide you the output. This is what is known as propagation delay.
Okay. What are logic gates and list the basic types of logic gates?
And or not XOR
What is logic gate?
and not nor जो भी है.
What is logic gate?
Logic gates have some functionalities like they work on a specific functionalities.
What is purpose of decoder in digital circuits?
Just to decode. It is used to decode.
Can you give me an example?
No, decoder is decoder. 2x4 decoder, 3x8 decoder.
Okay. Now let's question. What is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous circuit?
In synchronous circuits, the clock is same for all the logic for all the elements, whereas in asynchronous circuits, the clock is different for all the logic elements, for all the elements in the circuit. For example, you can go with the
Can you tell me about a global clock?
global clock. It
Can
might
you
be,
give definition in terms of global clock?
yeah, it may be like synchronous circuits uses global clock.
Okay.
Asynchronous circuits have different clocks for all different input.
Okay.
For all
So
different
just tell me yes or
elements.
no. Asynchronous circuit is use global clock or no?
No,
Are you sure?
yeah.
Okay. How does a CMOS logic family differ from TTL? You understand about TTL? What is TTL?
Transistor transform logic कुछ something
Okay,
like.
then tell me about their differences.
Yeah, what happens that
First tell me what is CMOS?
CMOS is a complementary MOSFET. It is made up of PMOS and NMOS.
Okay.
Uh,
So difference between these?
difference between this is the CMOS it consumes more power, it dissipates more power, and as well as it is constantly also. That's why we use TTL. Although there is a one more substitute for this also, that is pass transistor logic.
Can you repeat again?
CMOS dissipates more power. CMOS is costing also.
So basically you
So-
want to tell the CMOS using more power
So
it's cost.
that's why we shifted to pass transistor logic, which is PTM. Then
Are you really
PTM,
sure about
yeah, and the drawback of PTM was that the decoding logic comes in.
So basically
So
you
to-
want to tell that we
So to cope up with that
the CMOS
drawback,
is using more power.
yeah,
That's why for less power we use TTL.
no, what happens? Then we shifted to PTM, which is pass transistor logic. And then there is a drawback of PTM, which is degrading logic 1 comes in. So to cope up with that drawback, we use TTM.
I think I give you 2 more minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you sure? Are you definitely sure? Because now I am going to tell you you are opposite.
No.
You are telling opposite thing. Let me tell you the real definition. CMOS, which is a complementary metal oxide semiconductor.
Yeah, complementary
MOSFET.
MOSFET.
Consume less power and offer higher noise immunity compared to TTL, and TTL consume more power, and you are telling exactly opposite.
No, that's not the point.
Huh?
भाई ये है ही नहीं, क्वेश्चन है इसके ऊपर सीधा.
But you are wrong now.
चैट जीपीटी कहाँ था?
स्टार्ट करो।
कहाँ डिजिटल आईसी डिज़ाइन? पेज नंबर 92 ना? देख, अभी पहले ये CMOS के एडवांटेज वगैरह बताएगा, ठीक है? CMOS बहुत पावर कंज्यूम करता है, ये उसका सबसे बड़ा दिक्कत था, ठीक है? देख, ये है PTM, पास ट्रांजिस्टर लॉजिक. ये क्यों यूज़ किया था अपन ने? क्योंकि CMOS क्या करता है ना, CMOS
क्या बोला?
हाँ, एक PTM यूज आया था, PTM के बाद TTM आया था. पहले CMOS था, हम सीमॉस यूज़ करते थे। तो सीमॉस में दिक्कत ये थी कि वो स्टैटिक पावर मांगता था, उसको खुद से पावर देनी पड़ती है।
In digital circuits.
Metastability occurs due to the setup and home time variation. What happens that due to when the natural periodicity of the clock gets disturbed, then the data changes, the data makes the transitions at the same time when the clock edge was transitioning. The error comes, you can't decide between what should be the value of the output. So that this is a phenomena is called as metastability.
What is a PLA?
Programmable logic array.
How does it differ from a PAL?
वो प्रोग्रामेबल एरे लॉजिक होता है, बस इतना डिफरेंस है कि एक में ना शायद जहाँ तक मैं ये अपने टॉपिक के बाहर जा रहा है वैसे प्रॉपर में, है ना, लेकिन मैं बता देता हूँ फिर भी कि ये शायद एंड और ये गेट यूज़ करता है
Which one?
पी एन ए
PLA.
है ना,
Okay.
और पी एन में शायद एंड और नॉट भी आ जाता है,
हाँ,
ऐसा ही है ना,
हाँ,
सही है।
हाँ, so basically, क्या बोलते हैं, PAL allows program connection for both and OR gate, while PAL has a fixed OR gate array with programmer and gates, not.
हाँ, प्रोग्रामेबल एंड इट इज़ अ प्रोग्रामेबल एरर
What
और
is
इज
clock
फिक्स्ड।
skew?
क्लॉक स्क्यू देख क्या होता है ना, ये ठीक है,
You are in interview. You are supposed me to understand your language.
ठीक है, ओके।
Behave yourself. Don't laugh.
What happens that the clock might reach the circuits at different time. So this is the time difference between the clock arrival is known as the clock skew.
Okay. How do you implement a module 5 counter using T flip flop? Provide the steps.
कोड लिख देता हूँ,
No, just tell me steps.
क्या करना है।
You need to implement a module 5 counter using T flip flop.
Module of 5 counter.
Yep.
I can implement it using D flip flop, then I'm converted to T flip flop.
I'm just expecting from you to a module 5 counter from 0 to 4.
Yeah,
Basically,
I understand module. First, I'll go with I'll make 3-bit counter, which will be a module 8 counter. Then I'll set reset signal, clearance signal, which will stop the counting from 5 to 8. I'll give this as a reset. And what I was saying that I will use D flip flop instead of T flip flop. Then I'll convert that D flip flop to T flip flop using the characteristic table.
Okay. What is the significance of Karnaugh maps, K maps in digital circuit?
K maps are generally used to simplify the equations.
Which type of equations?
Which type of logical equations, buddy?
Limitations?
Limitations, although there are not so many limitations, but it will be difficult if you give large bit inputs.
How many?
Can be defined, cannot be specified.
Around number approx. Can you use 4 variables?
Yeah, 4 variables can be used.
Can you use able to 6 variables?
Yeah, but it might be difficult around 8 to 10 maybe. At a limit of 8 to 10.
Okay. Explain the concept of setup and hold violation.
But just as explained priorly.
Okay. What is purpose of tree-state logic in regional circuit? Where is it?
Tri-state logic. Okay, tri-state logic is generally not used, but if you need to give a control signal, then it might be used. For example, you can use a tri-state buffer or a tri-state NOT gate. For simple understanding, I'm taking these examples. For example, just say I've given the control signal and I'm giving an input and I'm giving an output. And I'm taking an output from the output side, receiver side. So let's say if I've given 1 as the input, and if my control signal is 0, it doesn't matter what the input is. It will give you the output as Z, which is high impedance signal in RTM logic. But if the control signal is 1, and you give the input as 1 or 0, whatever it is, it will copy the input into the output. That is the example of tri-state buffer. Similarly, you can go for the tri-state NOT gate.
Explain the concept of pipelining in digital circuit and what are their advantage and drawbacks.
Pipelining, what does pipelining is helpful in many concepts. Like pipelining is also used in computer architecture. Pipelining is a concept where we divide the task into smaller tasks and then execute them concurrently.
Okay, what is advantage?
Advantage is pipelining can be used where you have to increase the frequency of a circuit. Yeah, it can be used if you have a circuit.
So, okay, tell me about drawbacks.
For drawbacks, I don't know so much, but
Do you
yeah, it might be complex in design.
good answer? I'm expecting this from you. Is there any other good point which you can mention as a drawback?
In pipelining,
ठीक है मैं as you have mentioned previously कि you run task parallelly. And what drawback can be there?
it will take more
Do you not
memory.
think कि
It will take more
for
memory.
individual task?
Yeah, latency will be decreased. A decrease in latency is a drawback.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any question about company? You know what your role?
No, even I'm not interested to join your company.
साले तू
I'm not asking you. I'm serious. Just tell me serious answer.
No, I don't care whatever the company is. If it's not TI, then I'm not going to join.
Then why you are sitting
Oh,
for
not
interview?
me. Just because my placement officer said so.
Okay. So if I select you to join this company,
Depends.
what's the condition?
It's on me, man.
No, what's
I'm
your
not-
plan?
I'm not bounded to tell you.
Okay. But I need to. I don't select you. Then you don't feel कि you are rejected by a small company. You don't even think कि this deserve you, and you are rejected from that company.
I don't care at all.